banyak nak keluar buat. Dah keluar ni betul. Beritahu Ustaz. 5 minit. Okay.
I speak for the Tanjung Bungah Residents Associations and the Residents Associations of Penang. Also for Sahabat Alam Malaysia and the Consumers Association of Penang. I am their legal advisor. Now, I want to take this issue of the legal issues involved because what we were shocked to learn is that the Department of Environment rejected this project. It did not allow for the project to carry on in 23rd January 2015. So given this background, we are very shocked that the state government and the municipal council continued to allow this project to carry on. So this was against the advice and recommendation of the Department of Environment. How did this happen? So we hope that the state authority and the Majlis Perbandaran Pulau Pinang will answer. How did you go contrary to the Jabatan Alam Sekitar? How did you agree to this project despite this warning? The other question that I want to raise is that in the structure plan of Penang, Pulau Pinang structure plan, which is still effective, that structure plan says that Tanjung Bungah, very clearly, it says Tanjung Bungah is an area of secondary corridor, Kawasan Corridor Sekunda, which means that you cannot have a density beyond 15 units per acre. And that structure plan is being violated not only by this government on record, not only by this government, many of the projects around Tanjung Bungah which have been approved under the previous government also violated the structure plan. How did that happen? When Tanjung Bungah is a corridor secunda, of course they will respond to you and say there is a map. I will show you the map. There is a map which in the map they went and called Tanjung Bungah primary corridor. Primary corridor means they can build 30 units per acre. Still, this is way above. But in any case, it cannot be a primary corridor either because the kata-kata in the structure plan says so clearly, Kawasan Tanjung Bungah adalah corridor sekunda. So if this is the case, why did the state authority and the municipal council violate the law? So this is a legal issue because if the government which is supposed to follow the law does not follow the law, then who is going to follow the law? So the state government and the municipal council must be responsible now. So you cannot pass the buck just to the developer. If the developer didn't follow, it's because right from the top to the bottom, nobody bothered, nobody followed, and they ignored the Jabatan Alam Sekitar and they ignored the structure plan.
It is not like, the workers didn't wear their pants. Alright, the crane fell down. This is the landslide. There must be things that happen. And it is not the workers' responsibility to understand whether there's going to be a landslide and whether there's danger. Right? It is the engineers. And when I talk about engineers, they are not only the engineers of the developers. Definitely they must be responsible. Okay? But we're talking also about engineers of the government authorities. If you have this guideline and you don't have the capacity, then how can you go ahead and approve so many projects? You understand what I'm saying? So you have to take responsibility. If you don't have the capacity, then you should stop and say we don't have the capacity. And until and unless we have that, we should not be approving and just simply depending on the private sector to do their own policing. It's asking the fox to take care of the chicken. So this is a very important issue. Okay? It's a failure of the state, failure of council, failure of the developers, failure of the contractors, not the workers. It's not a work site accident. Okay?